Hey you guys, it's Britt. Tonight we're here with a brief little update from Paige Christie regarding the menacing attorney Janet. And this is a really big update, and I think that it should be covered immediately. So that is why I am here. I wasn't planning on filming this, but I really want to share this because I find it very interesting and I think that we should talk about it. So if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so Paige has a commentary channel, and I've known of her for a little while. I do watch some of her videos, but I've mentioned in other videos, I don't really have a whole lot of time to watch anything on YouTube. It's really difficult because there are a lot of creators that, like I know of them, but I don't have enough time to like watch a fair amount of their content. So either way, but Paige is a good commentary channel. She talks about really interesting stuff most of the time, and like stuff that's interesting to me personally. She plays by the rules. She plays fair. She is like a lot of other drama channels, a little snarky, a little entertaining, a little shady. Um, but she's entertaining and she plays by the rules. And she is another creator, like Do We Know Them, like Jamie, that was unfairly targeted by Janet. And I want to make this video now because not only was she targeted, but she also has what I think is a lot of insight as to kind of how YouTube is looking at Janet targeting YouTubers and the copyright system that they have in place. The first thing I want to share is the email that Paige received from YouTube, their copyright team, regarding the video that Janet was trying to have taken down. The email that was sent to her says, "Hello, we received the copyright infringement notification below regarding your videos." And that could be singular or plural depending on, who they're emailing. Here there's only one link, but they continued and said, "We believe your content is protected by fair use, fair dealing, or a similar exception to copyright protection. We are writing to let you know we do not plan to remove your videos at this time. You have control over the availabilities of videos on your channel, including the ability to delete them if you choose." They included a clickable link for her to review the video. And it continued and said, "Please be advised, it is possible the copyright owner will approach you directly to request removal or take other action. This email is not intended as legal advice. If you are interested in more information regarding your options in this matter, you may wish to consult a qualified attorney." Now, the video that Janet was trying to get taken down, very similar to the things that she has done leading up until this point, it was absolutely used in fair use. It was being used in the, commentary space. And as I've said, like, this is not hard to figure out. It's really not difficult to understand, even if you're not a YouTube creator. These videos that are reaction, commentary, parody, whatever, fall under fair use. They are protected under the fair use laws, and there's reasons that commentary channels are able to use bits and pieces of other creators' content in order to react and have a discussion around the things that they are watching. They share it on screen so their audience can see what they're looking at. This has been going on for many years. It will continue to go on for many years. And even if that reaction includes some criticism or things that you disagree with, it is still protected by fair use, period. Now, this is where it gets really entertaining, at least for me personally. There is a time and a place where, and I've talked about this when it comes to Laura the Mortician as well. If you mess up, even if it was, intentional, that you screwed everything up and you're being a menace and you had a bunch of bad takes and you're being a bully and you're just making a big old mess, at a certain point, some people, not all, but some will get to a point where it's like, why am I doing all of this? Why am I bullying people? Why am I making such a damn mess? Let me go ahead and pump the brakes, realize that I was wrong, issue an apology, stop trying to silence people, and move on with my own content. People like Lauren and Janet do not have that in them. They refuse to be wrong. Same applies to some other YouTubers that I've covered on my own channel. They refuse to take it on the chin and recognize that you are being an actual menace and you are causing real life issues for people that do not deserve the wrath that you are sending upon them. Janet responded and said, "Dear YouTube, please share how you have any authority to determine whether the use of my work is fair or not. Only judiciaries can determine if use is fair, much like claiming self-defense in a murder case, where the person admits to murdering the person but claims it is not unlawful. The same holds true for fair use. The infringer admits to the infringement and claims the use was lawful. It is protected under fair use." This is Janet sitting upon her soapbox and thinking that because she has the label of attorney, the title of attorney, that she knows more than anyone else in the room. There are people that are not even YouTube creators that know more about fair use than Janet does. And that has been proven during this entire process. She continued and said, "Here, by claiming fair use for the infringer," but it's not an infringement if it falls under fair use. Hello. She said, "You are acting as an agent for the infringer and have admitted to the infringement on their behalf." Do you see like the mental gymnastics that she's putting herself through just to justify the fact that she is an internet bully? She continued and said, "The question of fair use is a mixture of law and fact, and only a judge can decide if there is some exception to the infringement that makes the use lawful. Last I checked, neither YouTube or Google is a judiciary. If you want the protection from liability that the DMCA provides, you must remove the material, but not if it falls under fair use." All of this word vomit that she's throwing up all over YouTube does not apply because Paige's content was protected under fair use, just like many other commentary channels are protected under fair use. So there is no infringement. There's nothing that they did wrong. There's no content that needs to come down because it is protected by fair use. The infringer can file a counter notice if they meet the requirements to do so. YouTube and Google are not allowed to get in the middle of right disputes, which it appears is happening here. This woman is not very bright. There is no instance where fair use automatically applies. Well, we've gone over what fair use is 1,000 times talking about this, damn it. We have talked about what fair use is, so I'm not going to continue to repeat what fair use is because it's just like makes me want to hit my head against a damn wall. She continued and said, "There is no instance where fair use automatically applies. A court must agree with the infringer's defense that was fair use. The task is not to be simplified with bright line rules for the statute like the doctrine. It recognizes calls for a case-by-case analysis." She said that my entire work was copied and put into the video, not just a small portion, but that doesn't matter. She did not copy and paste your content. She was giving commentary on screen, reacting to Janet's content. That's the commentary part, and that is where it is protected under fair use because the commentary was in the same damn video. This is so frustrating. The video is monetized and even has a fundraiser attached to it, making the use for a commercial purpose. She is so salty. Like, God forbid. A few people have asked me, you know, has Janet come after any of your videos? Knock on wood, no. But my videos on her also have gotten low views. I just so happen to, like, my subscribers aren't super interested in this. I'm talking about it because it's something that I think is important. But I think that she is going after people who are getting really high views and a lot of attention and traction on their videos. I'm sure that if one of my videos had, you know, say 100,000 views, then we might be having a different conversation right now. But as of right now, no. She continued and said, no link to my original work or credit was provided. Providing a link to what you're reacting to is a courtesy. I try to do it most of the time, but I don't do it all the time. I definitely haven't been perfect in that, especially if it's somebody that I fully disagree with. Like, yeah, I'll say who it is, but I'm not going to send my subscribers to their channel. I'm just going to say, hey, this is this public figure, this is this influencer, and this is what we're talking about today. And this is the video that we're reacting to. Then she said, no transformation of my work was made. My original work was copied and displayed as I exactly published it. Well, if you're doing a reaction style commentary, what do you want? Some crazy filter to be put on the video so that you have, you know, cat ears and a green tongue? Like, what are you expecting? It is a commentary video reacting to what you put out. So stupid. No parody is included. Like, okay, parody is not the only way that you can do a reaction. It doesn't have to be a parody. It can be news, education, commentary, reaction, having a discussion about your content. And then she tries to lean on this. I did not post my original work on YouTube, and none of YouTube's license agreements allow the infringer to use my work for any purpose. So she's saying because Paige was using a TikTok, that is for some reason a problem. I don't care what platform you're uploading to. Like I said, Paige was in the right here. She can stand on it all day long. I'm glad that YouTube is backing creators and waking up to who Janet is and the fact that she is abusing the copyright system to bully people into silence. And I'm glad that they have their ears open as far as this now. They wrote her back with a really great response and just said, thank you for your request. We remain concerned that your copyright removal request isn't valid for some or all videos identified in your notice. As a result, the content will remain live on YouTube, and they share with her the appeal process. So, like, that's what I'm talking about. I'm glad to see that Janet is being stopped, at least on YouTube. Now, as far as TikTok goes, Jamie Grayson still needs to get his main account reinstated. There needs to be more movement on the side of TikTok. But as far as YouTube and the creators that I've covered over the last couple of days, I am glad that YouTube has their eyes open on this, because as I've stated from the very beginning, I don't care who this is happening to. It is wrong to try to abuse a system that is there to protect content and use it as a way to silence critics. That is wrong no matter which way you want to slice it. And it's concerning. Like I said, it's concerning. Even if Janet didn't come after me, it is concerning because it's just not right. And I'm glad that she is being halted on this kind of parade of misery that she has been causing for people for a very, very long time now. And I'll be honest, outside of Lauren, because I know that Lauren has no morals and her, you know, personality is trash based on everything that she's said and done herself, The other creators who have publicly acknowledged that Janet represents them, for those creators to not come out and denounce this behavior, there is no way, if I had legal counsel that was out here literally acting a fool, that I would not immediately fire them and make a public statement saying this behavior is absolutely disgusting. I am not working with this individual, and I am denouncing everything that she is participating in right now, because it makes them look bad too, to some degree. Even if they are not the ones filing the strikes, it's just the fact that you have already said that you are represented by this individual, and they're definitely aware of what's going on with Janet. And I think the whole thing is just sick and twisted. But nevertheless, I wanted to jump on real quick and provide this little update for you guys because I felt like it was super important. And yeah, I think that might be it for the Janet saga, at least as of right now, until something else happens. I certainly don't want to bore you guys, but like I said, I also think that it's an important conversation, and I am here to have it with anyone who wants to have it with me. So for now, if you like the video, please leave a like in the comments, and if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.